So yesterday we went to Fort Worth. Very worth it. Oh, a pun. Pun not intended. We are quite far. Like, Dallas is so far from Fort Worth. I think it's probably like a 45 to 50 minute drive. If you had a rental car, no problem. I think next time we come to Dallas or Fort Worth, I think we'll definitely get a rental car. And we're finding that for a lot of things, we really have to Uber or Lyft. It's not just because it's quicker, but also because some of the public transport just doesn't feel super safe. So I think, yeah, I'd really like to rent a car. And then also, I think if you're renting it for longer, it's cheaper per day, so then you'd probably save money compared to the Lyft or whatever. At least with going to Fort Worth, you could definitely save on that because if you went to Uber or Lyft both ways, I think it would be over $100 US. So we Ubered from here in Deep Ellum to Victory Station. Then we got on the TRE train to Fort Worth Central. Then we found there's a bus that takes you to Fort Worth Stockyards from there. The train, I think, was $3 to $6 each, and then the bus was $2 each. Perfectly cheap. And the train took 50 something minutes. The bus probably took 15 minutes or so it's not much more in time. But then if you also account for the extra lift, the lift probably took another 15 minutes. So it does add maybe half an hour onto the trip. But for that price, we were happy. It's just a couple of transfers, so it was tiring, but getting there, that was fine. And the train felt a lot safer than the DART trains here. I still didn't feel like totally not on edge. I think that's because we're in a foreign city. Like, it's just gonna feel, you're just gonna feel on edge a little bit sometimes. It's fine. Like, there was no one sketchy, no one was acting weird. I think I was probably acting weird. Then the bus was amazing. It was so clean. I felt so safe. The driver was like, he was just so nice and like very charismatic and so excited to see people get on the bus saying, come on. I'm like, it was very sweet. And the city of Fort Worth definitely looks different. Not even the Stockyards yet, but like just the city looks different, quite different to Dallas. I feel like it looks more historical. Dallas, in a way, when we first got here, we were catching the lift from the airport and we're on the highway and I look over to Alex and I'm like, I feel like we're in Melbourne. And that hasn't really lifted so much. Like it does seem really familiar. I think people are living here. It's not a tourist city like Fort Worth is. I mean, people are living in Fort Worth too, but Dallas is a bigger city. It makes sense that it's going to be a bit more commercialized, I guess. I don't know. It definitely feels more like a city where everyone's going to work and living and blah, blah, blah. You go to Fort Worth and it's like people are still living and working there, but it was just so pretty. And I'm sure there's parts of it that are like industrial or commercial looking, but yeah, it was just very clean. And then getting to the Stockyards, that was like Disneyland for people who don't like Disneyland. Cowboy Disneyland. It was so cool. That was cleaner again. I don't think I saw a single piece of rubbish. Everything was well kept. Every single building was well kept. Every single building was like on theme. It was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And so we got there. We accidentally caught the bus for a station too long and went to North Stockyards. But we ended up getting off and I was saying that I was a bit hungry. And then the wind changed and we got the most delicious smell of barbecue. So we followed our noses. We ended up at Cooper's Barbecue Pit, I think it's called. I don't know, there might have been a few words. This was the best barbecue we've had in Dallas, hands down. We were actually thinking, from when we came back from Terry Black's, we were both saying, oh, the brisket was good, but I don't think I like brisket. We like brisket. We love brisket. I think we just didn't like Terry Black's brisket. That was like quite dense. It wasn't dry, but it felt more like a loaf. Does that make sense? This one was slow cooked, melt in your mouth beef. So good. It had the crispy, like blackened charcoal layer around the outside, like the rib had from Terry Black's. So, and that was one of my favourite parts of that rib, was that it was tender, melt in your mouth, and it had the charcoal, crispy, salty layer. And this brisket at Cooper's had all of those things for a fraction of the price. They were so lovely. As soon as we walked in, they're greeting us. The guy at the pit's saying, have you been here before? Do you know? Educating us, like, here's what half a pound looks like, blah, 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 blah. You know, here's how to order it. You can order it by the pound. You can do half a pound, quarter pound, whatever. When we were at the Dallas Fort Worth gun range, we actually had the instructor recommend to us Pecan Lodge or Pecan Lodge. And that's another barbecue place here in Deep Ellum. So we'd like to try that. But today is a Texas State Fair. It's the opening day and we've got tickets. It's open now. It's 10:13 a.m. But we've been rushing around too much. Like, I think we just want to relax a little bit first. We're gonna have breakfast here. The food at the fair is very expensive. Very, very expensive. So I would love to have breakfast here, even just a small breakfast. And then we will have lunch there. We're gonna have a big lunch, I don't mind. We'll share a whole heap of things, but there's always sirens here. Oh, there's a plane out there. Let me see if I can get it. It's got like a thing on the back. Like writing? Like an advertisement maybe? It just went behind the building. It's okay, I'll see if I can get it later. Okay, so State Fair. Our goals are to eat. We also, another reason we're going a bit later is there's a rodeo included with the price of the ticket. That's at 6:30 today. So we want to be able to last till then, and we're feeling pretty pooped. So we're gonna go a little bit later, maybe around lunch. Well, actually it's 10 a.m. We're probably gonna be a bit late. Maybe early afternoon. And then we will definitely make it to the 6:30. And the fair is open till quite late. We're gonna lift there and back. So the lift is, I'll double check, but I believe it's about $6. $6 or $7. Yeah, $6. It's $6 there and $6 back, which would be identical to the train if we were to catch it. But we get our own lift. Instead of walking 10 minutes in the heat to the train station and then getting on a train. Same price. Yep. All right, well, I'll check in with you later.
Welcome to the most Texan place on earth, the State Fair of Texas.